Hey, hi. I know it's been a few months since I last uploaded a video that's not a previous school assignment, but today we're going to be talking about the Watch Dogs franchise and specifically Watch Dogs 2. I know that it's not an insanely popular title, but it is well known as it did sell about 10 million copies, or specifically Watch Dogs 2 sold 10 million copies, which is a really good number in like comparison to that of Halo 3. And I know that the game came out with quite a bit of controversy as when it came out, or the first game, uh, it it didn't look as promised. When Ubisoft was launching their game back in like 2014 with E3, they were using not actual game footage, and it was like pre-rendered, making it look better than what we got, giving it a whole massive controversy on why the game kind of sucked. Eventually, about a few years later, the game actually finally caught a little bit traction. People started liking it a little bit more, but by then it was already too late with the release of Watch Dogs 2. Of course, I do believe that Watch Dogs 2 is better because, like, I played Watch Dogs 2 and I didn't play Watch Dogs 1. The story for Watch Dogs 2 isn't good. Like, you are literally playing as Marcus, this person that was framed for a crime that he did not commit. I don't know what that crime was. As much as I know, it could either be all the way from pedophilia to just straight up murder. But it doesn't matter in the end because, well, to remove that criminal record from his, personal history, social security number, something like that, he breaks into a data server to erase that. So that literally gives them, breaking and entering and trespassing as crimes. And going throughout the story, you're also committing even more crimes like assault, battery, murder. But luckily, if you're playing, as Marcus and not as yourself, you would technically only be committing two of those with assault and battery, as Marcus is this type of person that wouldn't really kill someone. He doesn't really start off like a gun like how Aiden does in the first game. Like, Aiden gets like a straight up pistol where Marcus plays with a taser gun. So it kind of plays with the character. Like, Marcus is this friendly, outgoing, speaking guy, really loves Alien versus Predators and movies in general, but you wouldn't really be expecting him to go around and killing someone. So I do like the fact that they gave him a taser because, he doesn't seem like a person that would kill. In the story, yeah, the story is a complicated way of erasing your browser history. It's like making sure that it won't come back. Hacking. As we all know, it's the main thing that Watch Dogs brings to the table, which is weird because it's also something that you can put to the side and not use as much. Like, you're capable of leaving the upgrade tree, which is something that is very important and you should really upgrade. But you can literally do a run without upgrading anything and nothing will be affected, which is really good actually. Like, make things difficult if you want to challenge yourself and not have to rely so much on gimmicks and cool things. But that's another thing about this game. It's more of a stealth hack over than going in guns blazing, as the guns in the game aren't good. They're not good. Shotguns are weak, snipers are low in ammo, so the main things you're going to be using are assault rifles and small submachine guns. That's a lot of S's. Also because assault rifle, it has decent damage, it has decent range, and SMGs, they have decent damage, and they also have rapid fire that you can shoot out of a car. And you're capable of going all the way left using only hacking and your taser gun, or go all the way right and use no hacking and use your guns. I know this because I did both, and I did these live on Twitch. You should go watch me whenever I'm live, if I ever do go live. I haven't streamed in 2 weeks. In Watch Dogs 2, as I stated, you're capable of going all the way left or all the way right with, going in guns blazing, having everything out ready to explode everything possible, or go in silent and sneaky, making sure that you get everyone down so that way you can easily complete the mission. Which is something that I find really cool, that you're capable of playing the game in any way you want. You don't have to absolutely struggle with having weak weapons because you try to stealth your way through, or have to deal with getting caught because you're going in mass murder style, having your guns alert every single guard and then losing. Like, ooh, you would expect that cars would be very important for this open world game. You're probably not really going to be using a car or a four-wheel vehicle. You'll probably be using more motorcycles, as for some reason the motorcycle has great handling, will never slip, you'll always be on it for some reason. If you hit it just right, you go flying. Of course, everyone's going to be using a motorcycle, as it's better top speed. Although it's less protection, you're more nimble, and just making it all around better. And, since it has that better handling, well, that doesn't really matter because it won't slip around. While every single car or everything that has four wheels just slips. It feels like you're driving on, ice or maybe sand more specifically. Because if you're driving, a sports vehicle, something that needs stiffer suspension, it feels like you're driving on an off-road vehicle. And when it comes to an off-road vehicle, it feels like, you're driving on air. Not in a good sense. You're like flipping and flopping. It's like it has no anti-roll. Simple terms, cars suck. Motorcycles good. I know asking for it to be better is a big deal. It was by Ubisoft. What are you going to expect? And, when Legion came out, I did kind of want to play it. And out of how much I heard, it wasn't really all that good. The story became way too complicated with, not having an actual centralized player. As, it was a cool concept that you can literally hire and transform into anyone. But we can't put the story to a face, which kind of brought Legion down. But it could have been better. It's not bad. It just could have been better. Watch Dogs 2. It's not that bad of a game. It's probably not something I would recommend unless you were to buy it at a Black Friday deal for like $5 in 2018 with the Call of Duty Black Ops 3. Yeah, I would probably say that's a decent deal. And then have it download for like 7 hours. I didn't have very good Wi-Fi, so it took a very long time. So I say Watch Dogs 2. I would give it 6 out of 10. Not really all that good. Definitely could have done better.